How's it going, folks? And welcome. Let's get started real quick. This is a special one in the neighborhood. It's a really parent day in the neighborhood. A wonderful day for resistance. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? No masters, no gods in the neighborhood. A beautiful day for debunking. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? My comrade. I have always wanted a neighbor just like you to do all the things revolutionaries do. So, changing the culture on this wonderful day. And since we're together, might as well say, would you be mine? Could you be mine? My comrade. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? My comrade. Wow. Welcome, folks. Now you come just in time because we've got a little something going on out here in the larger neighborhood, folks. Let's see if we can get some good footage going. If we can. I want you to think about something. Now, you might see this truck, and you might wonder, what is it about this truck? Why is it so special, Mr. Williams? What is that you want us to see? Well, the thing that I want you to see the most, folks, is how do you feel about certain people in your neighborhood? You have a house or an apartment, and you see someone who is parked precariously close to your area. What do you think about that? How do you react to that? I don't know. Sometimes we wonder and we ask ourselves, and especially in the neighborhood that I've grown up in a lot of my life, we often wonder, like, now, is it racist to believe that someone that seems official standing outside of your house in your home, seeming like they're doing things that seem official? Want to see if you can get this guy. Let's see. Want to get this going here, folks, if we can. Oh boy. Because see, a lot of times, folks, a lot of people know that as it pertains to our area, it's predominantly Black, African American, whatever you want to say. And what we have going on is that I think a lot of people like to legitimize what they're doing because they like to come into the area and they love to act as if they're here for legitimate reasons. But growing up in downtown Newport News, Virginia, as I've grown up, I know the tricks of the trade because I've been around, unfortunately, a lot of people who have been able to show me those tricks of the trade. And certain things just can't be helped. So what happens is someone who does not want to be detected, who does not want to be known that they're going by a place that is known for drug activity will sometimes decide to park their car near someone else's house in an attempt to excuse me, in an attempt, in an attempt to basically throw off any law enforcement types who might be watching. They can seem like they're here. Some people who might be on the job, they'll come on their lunch break or whatever. They'll come on their lunch break and they'll put themselves in position out here. Hopefully I can get this. Am I getting this good angle here? There we go. We should be getting a good angle here. Guy keeps moving. I'm trying to get you an angle. But we'll get back to that. But basically the whole point of this is, folks, we have to change things. I've always gone on, I've done different shows, I've complained that I wanted to change things in my neighborhood, that we wanted to make things better, shake the stigma that some, that some inner city neighborhoods, have developed, either deservedly so, or sometimes, a lot of times, undeservedly so. And if we want to change that, I mean, I'm not going out here saying that, look, we have to go out here marching and we have to go to the drug dealers and tell them, get out of our neighborhood and things like that. But the thing about it is, because freedom is freedom, folks. That's the thing that we have to understand more than anything, is that freedom is freedom. Everyone has the right, even a white guy coming from, coming down to an inner city neighborhood, has the right to buy drugs if he wants to buy drugs. The point is, but he's coming out here acting like he's legitimizing himself with equipment. And he's parking by my home, as you can see. And he's using it and then now he's trying to legitimize himself because initially before the show started, I began to sit out on my front porch because I felt like something was amiss. And again, I don't care. I'm an anarchist. If you want to go and wreck your life and you want to go and buy those hard drugs, the heroin, the crack, the meth, whatever, prescription pills, whatever the hell does it for you, I have no say in that. I would like to say that there are better ways. There are better ways to enjoy yourself. There are better ways to help yourself if that's what you need. There are just better ways. But if you choose to do that, it's your freedom. You know what I'm saying? You have a freedom to even if you want to hurt yourself, you have the freedom to do that. No one should really be able to stop you from doing that. But it's your life. But the thing is, we as other people in the neighborhood, again, admittedly so, I smoke weed. Okay. It's less of an admission, but more of just a statement now. It's not who I am, but it's a part of what I do, what I enjoy. Can't help it. Okay. I can't help that I enjoy that, but I do enjoy it. And it's just what it is for me. But I'm not willing to do a bunch of skeevy things in order to make that happen. I go to my friend's house. I park at his house. Hey, it is what it is. I'm not dealing with kingpins. Okay. I'm not looking to get bricks. I'm not the chain of command that they're looking for. So I'm not coming there to get bricks. I'm not coming there to get, they get just a bunch of bags of weed. That's just not my goal. I'm just coming there to get a little something, or they're coming to get something from me. And again, I'm no kingpin. I'm not a part of any chain or anything like that. So I'm just the person who enjoys smoking. I think we can get another good shot at the face here. Just a small bit. Let's see. Can we get it? Did we capture it? Maybe. Get a little lower here. But again, folks, so I just think the bottom line is that we have to start policing our neighborhoods. Again, it's not so much, hey, because look, how can I go out here and admonish someone for buying? for buying any sort of drugs because they're still considering weed a drug. So for me to go out here and buy weed, or for someone to come by here and sell me weed, okay, there could be an argument made to that. What is contributing to that? And the answer is, I can answer. What am I contributing to that? I go to work, I pay my bills, I take care of my kids. I'm not on government assistance. I'm not in government housing. I struggle, to pay my own bills, my own rent every day. A house, $900 a month. I'm just saying, folks, you got to do what you got to do out here, and we do it. So to, that's what my contribution is. I'm not out here, I'm not out here robbing people. I'm not out here breaking into people's homes. I'm not out here prostituting. Again, that's a freedom choice. People are making a choice to sell their bodies for money or whatever, what I'm saying, the barter is. Again, and we're telling people that they cannot do that. We're making a law that says that a person can't do that. Now, if you're a consenting adult and you choose to do that, I don't see how you can't do that. But, no, I don't believe, of course, I don't believe in, sex trafficking and things like that. Of course I don't. You're not giving someone a choice. You're making them be a part of your choice. And I don't know, folks. I think it might get to a point out here. I do have to say, it may get to a point out here where I may have to we may have to come in contact with this guy and figure out exactly what is he doing and how much longer is he going to be parked near my house doing it. Because he was out here yesterday and he's back out here again today, and it doesn't seem very official. He Again, folks, people look official, and in predominantly Black neighborhoods, a white guy coming out looking like he's a construction guy, a lot of construction going on and things like that. So he's now taking on a little bit of this early role, or that's why he's the only guy here in an unmarked, vehicle here and things like that. There's nothing about it that lets it's out of state plates. It's out of state plates. Doesn't have any real equipment in here besides that surveying camera. There's just nothing else. So let's try to see if I can hear anything. So again, folks, I don't know how much time, because so far he's been out here for quite a while, and even well before the show. And now we're almost at, we're at almost 14 minutes of show, and he's still out here and he's communicating on the phone, and I'm just not sure what's really happening out here. And maybe it might be a more interesting part of the show if we venture out into the neighborhood and actually see, hey, what's going on? You mind, letting us in on exactly what you're doing out here? I'm doing a live stream show here. I just, thought it might be interesting for the folks at home to figure out, what you're doing. So, who knows? Maybe we can do that. But at the very present time, what I'd like to do is, and let me make sure that I do this the right way, because folks, again, we want to make sure that we're professional. We want to make sure that we handle our promotions and things the right way. So I want to make sure it's done. So I was doing it right because we are branding. So I want to make sure I do that right. 7 day, of course. 7 day as usual. So I just want to make sure that you understand now. Some of you who may have gone on to 7dayisland.com and may have seen that Regrettably, that the site is still down, but the store is still there. There were links on the site that connected you to the store where you can basically still purchase beats, still communicate on that level. So this is the excuse me, the 7 day island. So this agent, so that's 7 day island dot infinity. That's INFINITY dot airbit, AIRBIT.com. And that's the infinity version. And then there's the default version, which is airbit.com /7 day island. So again, these are places that you can go where you can still, be able to gain those deals, those great deals that I was telling you about. Also sample the music and make some decisions. If you want a direct contact and maybe work out some other things, have some other conversations, you can always get in contact with us on dayw4882 at gmail.com. So let's see where we are here. Well, he's still out here talking on the phone while we check into some other things, folks. That's our guy. So, again, we will put that stuff down. I will circulate that as well on social media and things like that. So, if you're on Facebook, if you're on Twitter, if you're on, if you're on Facebook, Twitter, if you're just basically anywhere, we're going to make sure we're going to plaster, these stores. Go and support real talent, real music. You know what I'm saying? Get a great beat at a damn near steal. Do it. I mean, what the fuck is the problem? Fucking do it. It's unity, it's community. This is what we're doing here. This is the neighborhood that I live in. I want to bring this guy onto my show one day, but this guy's out here doing big boy stuff, folks. This is what he's doing. To explain, I would love to have this guy on my show. He's my partner. He's been a good friend of mine for a while, a great supporter, as well as staff member of Mainframe magazine. He was a guy that played heavy into what I was doing. He played heavy into evolving Mainframe into what it was. Once again, I will always give him credit for that. And so, and also paying that forward, paying that back, is by basically saying, look, man, this guy deserves way more exposure. We're going to get there. We got plans together. As I always say, I usually say it quite frequently, wheels are turning, folks. Wheels are fucking turning right now. Wheels are fucking turning. Let's go. Why don't we get into it right now? Oh, beyond vape. Oh, no, 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 no. Hold up. Let's try to knock your jaw off. Let's do that one. We might be doing that after a while. This guy doesn't have any good answers for us. Well, welcome back, folks. As of right now, as of this moment, okay. Well, at this particular point, the cicada, as I'm asked, will I be engaging the chat today? Well, as long as I always say, as long as the chat is genuine, it's organic, and it's coming from a real place, then yeah, I engage the chat. But when I know that there are ulterior motives in the chat, when I know that they're just people with an axe to grind, haters, I can't worry about that. It messes with the energy that I'm trying to bring here with Mr. Williams' neighborhood, and just trying to be about different things that we're going to be about. So, but you might want to give me a quick second while we're here. Let's see, while we're here and while we're talking about good vibes, let's let's go beyond vape real quick while I check something out. Just thought I'd cut back in with this. We have a question here. Will you be taking phone calls today? Maybe not unrestricted ones. Maybe not unrestricted ones. Maybe I'll take ones that where people are not willing to, as it was once said in conversation on the show I did. Are you willing to take the mask off? Are you willing to take the bandana off your face? Are you willing to do that? We'll see. I don't do anonymous calls. I don't do restricted calls. I don't do that. Well, but let's see. While we have a moment, because in trying to do, we're doing some DIY here, folks. We're doing some surveillance. We're checking out our neighborhood. We're trying to start a liberation front. But let's see. Wow, we've gotten pretty far in here. Okay. All right. Now here we go. And see, and this is the part. Hold on 1 second. Gotta finish. Gotta let my guy finish out. You gotta be able to finish out his stuff real quick. Wouldn't let me do that. Okay. Well, doesn't matter anyway, right? Okay. Well, here we are, folks. It almost. Well, folks, we're almost at 30 minutes of show here, and I'm still thinking that we might just have to do this, man. I just can't keep. I can't help but to think that we might just have to check to see what this guy's doing. Are we going to have a, are we going to have a breaking moment where we go out here and see what the guy is surveying out here? Is that what we got to do? Is that what we need to do? We need to go and directly ask him, hey, sir, what are you surveying exactly? Let's see where he's gone now. Seems like he's gone a bit out of the distance. Let's check it out. Oh, he's out there. He's way down there, folks. I don't know if you can see him, but he's creeping between these areas back there. I'm not sure if you can see, but again, oh, here we go. You might see him walking across there, just behind me. He's doing his measurements and his surveying again. We just might. We just may have to. But although he's really making it lengthy, so I would really hate to go and embarrass a guy. And he's really here on a well-meaning situation. But oftentimes, it's not quite like that. But I don't want to be such a suspicious person, folks. We want to be welcoming into the neighborhood. We want to be welcoming. We want to be all inclusive. We don't want to have issues. We don't want to have enemies. We don't want to make people feel that regardless of their color, religious background, or whatever, that they're actually unwelcome. Don't want to make them feel that way. So maybe we will. Maybe we will actually go and talk to them. But at the very least, I want to. It kind of brings us right to a great point of the ABCs of anarchy, which is voluntary participation, which is actively choosing to be part of something. As a liberated being, you have the rights and obligation to act of your own free will to participate in activities on a consensual basis. Excuse me. Describe a situation where someone might try to force you to do something you don't want to do. Now, a lot of people will go and say, of course, school. That's even in the picture. That's even in the picture that's being shown in the book, The ABCs of Anarchy, to where you feel, want me to actually go and talk to this guy. I don't know. But we're trying to be, I'm trying to be as balanced as I can be. We don't want to make the whole show about this guy. But at the same time, I'm not sure. I'm hoping it's still here, but I'm not getting any indication that my stream is not here. Do apologize. But I am back up. But let's see. But again, folks, you just want to be sure. You just want to be sure. And this guy's really extending it out. I do got to say, if he's lying, if he's really around here, just trying at this, is really kind of really posing. He's posing extra hard. And I gotta say, if he's posing extra hard, I'm trying not to. I'm trying not to be a dick here. I'm really trying my best not to be a dick and not to go out there. And why do we do that? I think we should always have. I don't want to be a shitty asshole. Okay, I can do that. I don't want to be a shitty asshole because ain't being a dick. It's like maybe I thought that. I really, really thought that. But he's really stretching it out. Oh no, yeah, we'll show that. We're gonna show that. You know what? You won't be a shitty asshole. You would be a friendly neighborhood guy saying hello. Now that is true. I could certainly handle it in that very neighborly and friendly way. Perhaps, what I'm saying, perhaps, okay. Well, see, I've already said, I said, how's it going to the guy as I sat out on my porch. When I sat out on my porch initially, when he was just kind of sitting there idling in the car, and then he finally stopped, I said, hey, how's it going? He didn't really say too much, you know. What would Fred Rogers do? Hmm. Now, Fred Rogers might want to go. Now, there's a couple of things. That is the complexity of Mr. Rogers. There's a couple of things that Mr. Rogers would do, possibly. Now, yes, one of those things definitely that we all feel like Mr. Rogers would certainly do and would certainly try is to go out and try to see if he can make a new friend. And I am certainly not against going out and making a new friend. Not at all. But also, also, Mr. Rogers might be the type that might say, live and let live. He's a guy, it doesn't seem like there's anything really happening right now that would really pique my interest. There has been a lot of construction going on. If you do, I can go outside and show you just a few houses down. You will see that they've even closed off there's a certain area of Marshall Avenue here as they're doing some work down there. So they may be doing some initial survey work. There certainly is a survey camera that I saw, but I was just, of course, concerned. I was just certainly concerned that, okay, because it is a very real thing. The decoy thing around here is a very real thing. So, of course, that is definitely a thing that, you know what? And if, because his car's right here. So if we can get him closer, then sure, I'll pop right out there and say something to him. I'm certainly not going to venture too far out of our neighborhood. That's not a friend that we know. So we want to make sure that we're doing the right thing. We don't want to let's what's a polite way that I can put it? We don't want to cause a misunderstanding. Put it that way. I'm certainly wouldn't be misunderstood if I came and was a very friendly guy and said, "Hey, how's it going, guy? What project they got you working on out here? Been out here for a while, huh?" But approaching them all the way out there like that and maybe putting my live stream camera in his face, let's bait the net a little bit. His car's right here. We'll get him a little closer, and then we got to make the approach. I got to do my crocodile hunter whenever we're talking about a plane going on, folks. We got to be careful about this. We don't want to scare that bugger off, okay? So we just got to wait. We got to be patient. It takes time, folks. Crikey, we just got to be patient. It'll be fine. We'll get him back here. We'll get him back. Don't worry. We'll get him back. As you can see, folks, he's moving further and further down. So we don't want to spook him. We just don't want to spook him right now. We're just going to hang back. Maybe I'll show you. Oh, someone took away my like. Oh, that hurt. But maybe I'll show you a lizard or two. Okay. Maybe that didn't come out the greatest. I don't know. Let's do this, though. You want to hear again from our collaborative creative partner, sponsor, commercial, commercial guy here, musician, producer, engineer, MC. We got to do this again, folks. On the move. I like it. You'll like it. Let's turn down the lights and like it together.
I'd like to welcome y'all to the show. I'll be your host of 24 hour and sound. BX, nigga. Yo, what you mean? See me after the verse, these bullets. That niggas dancing out LA, we rehearsed this shit. You brought your team perfect. More niggas to work with. Dropping niggas like it wasn't on purpose. I'm dropping rhymes like it wasn't my purpose. Look at me hating out here, doesn't it hurt, bitch? I'm chain shopping, chain popping, train hopping in that order. My nigga, what's your main problem? Blaming your environment, wearing diamonds and then blaming me for ironing it. How you a boss and can't handle your diet? Fuck who you feeling like and admire. I ain't feeling like if I am 24, the fuck is you on? Yo, what you want, shit? Let me know, nigga. It's the same wave, everyone on these days. These niggas stage names sounding like screen names. I stay in the zone while you just stay in your phone. Wouldn't push a grand if that shit was the hat. Woke up with your camera like if I won't smack you out of the picture. Fuck your fans, dog. Shit, them niggas is bitches too. Spin 16s at you niggas like I read it too. Dang, blowing brains out, just blowing out that glitter. Ooh, loud niggas, but this shit is too. Clicking you, click is finished with the ridicule. Get it through your head, this shit isn't you. Physically smacking niggas for they lyricals. Nigga, move. Real niggas on the move. Carry out shit out here. Keep it true. Real niggas on the move. Real niggas on the move. Carry out shit out here. Keep it true. Real niggas on the move. Imagine y'all niggas actually hard. You smack your bro and she just laugh it off and ask for more. It's looking like I ain't the nicest nigga after all. They tell me rap before. I'm like, yo, ain't he rapping though? What the fuck the rest of y'all niggas keep rapping for? Cause the next bus still had niggas after y'all. How you and he know ain't say shit to me? Don't be on TV though. Ain't say shit to me though, nigga. We don't do videos, put your kids in what we want. I'll shoot the shit and Blanco shoot it while I shoot at you. Royce told you just to shoot out. Who the fuck have you been grooving to? Be sure they play it at your funeral. Sometimes that is beautiful. Plus it's looking like you booted. That just make a better view for you. Let's see how many views it do. Hook you up, yo, here's a few for you. Get a sponsor from YouTube for you. Now, how much moving do you do? Not the usual nigga, my nigga, who are you? Wouldn't matter if we did an interview with you. Shit, you probably in no totally. Oh, shit, that cool to you. Me, you in the pool to you. Eating sweet niggas like if I was in the movie. You clip dumb long, but it isn't gonna fool with you. Keep it true. Real niggas on the move. Real niggas on the move. Hear me out, shit out. Keep it true. Real niggas on the move.
Okay. Well, folks, he's just venturing further and further down the way. Well, folks, like I said, now maybe I might need to switch up. Maybe I might need to switch up my connection here because I'm on the Wi-Fi right now, of course, at the house. So if I travel beyond the house, and I can be outside and it's cool, be right outside, you know what I'm saying, move a pretty good distance, but where he's at now, he's at least on the next block right now. So yeah, we want to get him a little closer. We want to get him a little closer as his car is still out here. So we want to get him a little closer. And hopefully we can be up an hour. But, Mr. Williams' neighborhood, we want to do the right thing. But I will tell you this. Now, we have some other shows, some other things that I love to do. So I can definitely do, beware. A pop-up live stream could come along to where if I can get, this guy doesn't get back in range by the time that this show runs out of gas, uh-oh. Now we're working some things out here. But we'll see. We will soon see, won't we? But at any rate, folks, let's just see if there's anything else that we can get into and talk about whilst we wait to see if our trap is set. But let's see here. Let's see any more. Well, we can do this here while we're doing right to the voluntary. Okay, what are some consequences of asserting your right to voluntarily participate? We all know what we're talking about here. And we're right at the right part of time to be talking about it, aren't we? Election time, taxes, things like this. We're at the exact right time to be talking about that exact thing. Why are we talking about taxes once again? Because, again, it's an involuntary thing. It's an indoctrinated part of the system. That's what you have to understand. It's an indoctrinated part of the system that makes you feel like this is a part of what we've always done. This is the way we help people around, around our country that need help. We pay taxes to give them the help that they need, to have these different departments or organizations and things like that to help those people when they need the help. This is what the taxes pay for. This is what the taxes pay for the fire departments, the police departments, so on and so forth. But yet you have to have insurance. You have to have insurance and great insurance to get the kind of health care that you need, but you pay taxes. You have to, you pay taxes towards, towards your own help. But when you need help, they try to basically give you the bare minimum. Again, once again, it's an involuntary thing that there are consequences to if you do not comply. You can either try to work under the table to where no one knows that you're working, make your money, do what you got to do, live your life as under the radar as you can. It's those times where you're buying big houses and things like that. Yeah, there are going to be people that are going to be looking at you. Hearing things. Let's see what we're hearing, folks. Thought I heard some close conversation, but let's see. Wow, dudes really went way out here. Wow. It's like to the point I can hardly see where the guy is right now. He's really went down some way. I wonder what that's about. Yeah, looks like we might have a little pop-up, a little pop-up episode here. Or maybe we might have to switch up the signals and venture out there a little further. But let's see. Let me do some reconnaissance work here. While we do that, let's see what we got here. Okay, let's try that. Little preview of what's to come here. Do I do the Oracle Octopus? Do I do that? Okay, let's try it. Okay, something's not working out. Why is it not working out? Come on. Oh, like I said, of course, but not restricted phone calls. I don't do restricted phone calls, folks. Let's just be clear. Got to do some reconnaissance work. Let's see. Oh yeah, I like this one. Yeah, this one is just so great, folks. So hot. Let's get into this one because I definitely dig that. So let's just get into this one. One of my favorites.
Girl, they tell me, keep on breaking hearts. got a bad reputation. Girl, they tell me you keep on breaking hearts. Girl, they tell me you got a bad reputation. Girl, they tell me you keep on breaking hearts.
Oh, 1 second. Sorry. Oops. Could do this one. But again, folks. Oh, everybody's dropped off now. I'm gonna pause that. But although we could go and do this one. Oh, okay. Well, all the few live viewers that I've had have now gone. So of course the thing is about run out of gas. But we can definitely do just Mainframe Media buffet and do this thing, and we can do a pop-up one in the event that we can get this guy close enough. But this guy seems to be shying away from being around it, even though his car is right here. It's unavoidable. I mean, his truck is right here, and he would have to come back here in order to get going. So, but he's a ways away right now, still sort of surveying. When he could have just simply gotten his car, went on down. Once he's done over there, just get into his car and abscond. But he seems to be really, really set on being in this area. So, don't want to keep you guys on the hook for so long. It's just, I may either have to do a part 2, or I may have to work out a Mainframe Media buffet. Or Mainframe Media Live. Just doing that. That could work. But let's see. But I do want to go back to where we were before. But yes, but with, voluntary, a lot of things that we consider to be, not voluntary, like, you have to, it's involuntary that you cannot take your own life. It's illegal if they actually save your life and you're unsuccessful in committing suicide, they can charge you for that. It's, the laws are just, I don't understand how there could actually be a law that next that if we save you, it's still like that. That's where if you feel like the connection between the witch hunt trials and today's society, you think it's a wide gap. It's laws like that to let you know it's not that wide of a gap, that someone cannot decide that I don't want to be here anymore, and they kill themselves. And someone can say, if I save your life, then I'm going to charge you for what you've done. I don't want people to kill themselves, but I'm certainly not going to try to punish them as a result of them trying to make what may be an ill-advised decision. I just don't know what to say other than that. Certain things are just not voluntary when it comes to being a citizen. It's freedom. It's like, but you don't have the freedom to say, I don't want to subscribe. A republic used to be that way, folks. But it is what it is. And, that's why we try to work the way our neighborhood is here inside this house, inside the immediate area of friends and family that I have. We work a certain neighborhood, and we try to work and exchange ideas within each other to make things better here. That's what this becomes all about. And how can I put this? Wow. Let's just see, folks. Can we get this guy? Are we actually going to be able to get this guy before it's all over with? I just don't see it happening. I think he's going to be playing it. I think he's going to be playing it coy for a while until he feels like my pressure is off him. Yeah, he's really down there, folks. So maybe what we ought to do is just put a lid on this for a little bit. And just for anyone who will see this video in the future, I just want you to know that there's context to this, that there may be a Mainframe magazine live going on, to where I go out there, and put my journalist hat on and actually go and figure out what's he doing. If he has no shame about what he's doing, he should be able to tell me, and we'll have that information, and I'll have that answer for you. So, maybe we'll put a lid on this for right now, and I'll get with you guys a little bit later as I try to do later on this evening, the Cooper Matrix. So, as of right now, while we still stake this guy out and figure out what we got to figure out, we'll just end it by saying, we'll end this show by saying, it's a great feeling to know you're alive. It's a great feeling. The fire grows inside. The truth wakes you up and makes you say, I won't stand against the tyranny today. It's a great feeling, a great, great feeling that I'll be back when the day is new. I'll have more info to share with you real soon, possibly. You'll have conspiracies you'll want to figure out, and apparently will too. Apologize about that, folks. And I will too. Hopefully you're still getting this, folks. Stay woke, stay wary. I'll check you out real soon.